What is the darkest thing you've ever done and don't regret? I completely destroyed a family. I didn't use my hands. I used my computer, and I don't regret it for a second. It all started when my 8-year-old daughter, Chloe, started having nightmares. She was a happy, bubbly kid, but suddenly she became quiet and scared. She'd come home from school with her lunchbox still full. Then, I started finding bruises on her arms, small ones she tried to hide under her sleeves. When I asked her what happened, she would just shake her head and say she fell, but I knew she was lying. After a week of this, she finally broke down. A boy in her class, Leo, was hurting her. He would push her on the playground, steal her lunch money, and whisper mean things in her ear. I went to the school the very next morning. The principal, Mrs. Davis, gave me a tired smile and said, "Kids can be rough at that age. We'll have a chat with Leo." The next day, Chloe came home with a long scratch on her cheek. Leo had cornered her and told her snitches get stitches. I called his parents. His dad, Mark, was a big deal in our town. He owned the most popular car dealership. When I told him what his son was doing, he laughed. He actually laughed. "My son has a strong personality," he said. "Maybe you should teach your daughter to be less sensitive." That's when I knew no one was going to help us. I felt a cold, hard anger settle in my chest. If the system wouldn't protect my daughter, I would. I started digging into Mark's life. He was a pillar of the community, always donating to charities and sponsoring kids' sports teams. But his online presence was a little too perfect. I spent late nights scrolling through years of his social media. I noticed a pattern. Every year his dealership would sponsor a big charity raffle for a new car, but I could never find any posts from the winners. No happy photos, no thank you messages. It was strange. My darkest ideas started to form. I created a fake profile and joined a few local community groups on Facebook. I made a simple post. "Did anyone here ever win the big car raffle from Mark's dealership? Just curious." The post was quiet for a day, and then a private message came in. It was from a woman who said her family had the winning ticket 3 years ago. When they went to claim the prize, Mark told them there was a mistake in the printing and the ticket was invalid. He offered them a free oil change for their trouble. Soon, I had messages from 5 other winners with the same story. He was faking the raffle, getting a huge tax write-off for a charity donation, and building his public image on a complete lie. I gathered all their stories, taking screenshots of their messages. I wrote a long, detailed post on the main town community page from my anonymous account. I laid out everything: the fake raffles, the families he cheated, the way he used charity to build his business. I posted all the screenshots as proof. It exploded. Within hours, everyone in town was talking about it. The local news picked up the story. People started protesting outside his dealership. The state attorney general launched an investigation into his business for fraud. The fallout was fast and brutal. His dealership lost almost all of its business overnight. His wife left him. They had to sell their big house and move to a different town. Leo was pulled out of our school. The day he left, Chloe came home from school smiling for the first time in months. She said she had played with her friends all day and wasn't scared anymore. I never told anyone what I did. I watched a man's entire life crumble because of a few anonymous posts, and I've never slept better.